Okay, so a protected geographic indicator is something that I hope will give us some additional credibility to the idea of single malt Welsh whisky, because it gives us enshrined in regulation how single malt Welsh whisky is made, that it has to be made in Wales, and a number of the various processes that go into making our single malts will be documented and can be easily verified. Now, I think people forget how little credibility Penderyn had when we first started. We were obviously the first Welsh whisky for 100 years. Nobody knew that Welsh whisky was an idea, perhaps, and it took us a long time to build credibility, which we did through talking and tasting about the product, getting great reviews, winning awards, and a lot of things that really came together. And I think a protected geographic indicator now gives us another building block in that credibility wall, if you like. Allows us to tell people around the world that this is much more regulated now than it would have been originally, and not just for us but for the other producers in Wales as well. And we went for single malt Welsh whisky as the protected term rather than Welsh whisky as a more wider category or a more generic category, because we're still a young industry. We're still an industry that's bringing new producers in, and a lot of us are looking to innovate in different ways. But the one thing that all of the producers had in common was that we are making single malt Welsh whisky, and we felt that was something that we could really well define, well document, and was easy to verify. So very excited. It's been a long process, taken a long time to get the regulation together, to get it drafted in a form that was acceptable between the producers and then also made sense for the authorities. So it's really satisfying now that we've got to the point of being able to publish it and to be able to start using it as a part of the way we can regulate quality within the industry. It's all about the processes that we do, it's about the climate that we work within, all of the different things that give our single malt whiskies flavour and aroma. So the various processes including things like mashing, fermentation, distillation, maturation and even bottling. And also it talks about where our water comes from and what the climate is like for maturation of the product. And all of these things are documented in the GI regulation, and they're things that can be looked at and can be verified for each one of the producers who are producing within Wales. So single malt Welsh whisky is proudly made in Wales and is proudly regulated to a good standard of quality. And of course this sits alongside things like the spirit drink regulations and other things that ensure that we are working within the UK environment and also within the European context as well. So it fits in nicely with the existing situation, but adds credibility to us as a producer and as a group of producers.